Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now it's time for your weekend tech tip, brought to you by Chevy Silverado.
I love this time of year. It's just that simple. When I get past the elk season and deer season, and I mean, I got some pheasant stuff to do, some more grouse stuff, and maybe some more duck. But yeah, I am so excited about duck season being within a month of right now. And it's a sickness, I get it, I understand. And for you that are not into duck hunting, forgive me, but maybe you'll take something from this that might help you help someone else. I don't know. Anyway, question came up yesterday specifically about getting duck calls for, actually, let me get that correct. For, I believe it was Michael on our Facebook page. His question was, what call should I buy? Apparently he was, or has been calling ducks for a long time. So it kind of turned into, you know, talking about wood calls and talking about acrylic calls. And believe it or not, there's all kinds of different materials that are used out there, from plastic and all kinds of things. But specifically, my recommendation was, if he was an accomplished caller, to look into a wood call, okay? Wood calls, the way that it's been explained to me, or not explained, but told to years and years and years and years and years and years ago, nearly, geez, pushing 40 years. Jeez. A wood call's got a little bit of a soul to it. And I'll say that they've got a soul to it. An acrylic call, not so much, but extremely functional, very, very usable calls. They're much more user-friendly when you have something. I don't know, can we get a shot with a Kershaw Tech Cam? I'm not sure if it's really working this morning, but that Kershaw Tech Cam is going to jump into something. There we go. An acrylic call, there's literally nothing wrong with anything with an acrylic call. It's not what I use, because you can get different sounds, different tones with them. The one big difference between an acrylic and a wood call is maintenance. You don't have to do hardly anything with an acrylic call to maintain it, other than make sure the reed's good, make sure that your cork is in there nice and tight, and all that, and just keep it clean. You know, there's not a whole lot to do to an acrylic call because of the material itself. It's indestructible. All of them have different personalities. All of them are going to sound different in the hand of someone standing next to you. There's not one call out there that sounds the same in everyone's hand. If you hear somebody calling and you're like, wow, you're going to put that same call in your hand and you're going to sound like crap. It's just that simple. You always have to find one that works best for you and then master that particular call. Okay, that being said, one of the reasons that wood calls, like this one here, this is a call that I've been using well over 25 years. This exact call has been on my lanyard for over 25 years. This is an Iverson. There's countless different manufacturers out there. R&T always comes to mind. Again, there's just all kinds of different wood calls that are out there. This is a Cocobolo call. One of the issues and one of the reasons why a lot of people go away from wood calls, if they ever started with one, is, again, they take a lot of maintenance. Now, what I'm going to do right here is exactly what I would do if I was not here in the studio doing it. I've got my reed from last year. I've got my cork from last year. Now, with the wood call, not all of them have corks. Some of them have plastic or rubber, right? With a cork, I don't know why I'm saying it that way, you get a little bit different sound, a little bit different feel than having one that is made out of rubber, if that makes any sense, and you would notice the difference. Like this one I just showed you that Mr. Fred Zink gave me on the show years ago. I actually pulled the reed out of it, put in a different reed, customized it a bit, and put a cork and took the plastic one that was in there out so that I could get a little bit different range, better high ball, and a little bit better lower end with that particular call. With the Iverson, all that's kind of wrapped up, but not getting sidetracked there. So maintenance on a wood call, this is where it gets difficult. Very first thing that I have to do with this call before the season gets started is I have to oil all of it. I mean, like crazy. And that means I just take a Q-tip here, I soak it in, this is Jack's Magic Oil. This is from Iverson. It's just basically a blend of different oils that really works well with this Cocobolo. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually do this 2 or 3 times before the season gets started, because I really want this oil to get penetrated all the way through the call, or not, I guess not all the way through, as much of it in there as I can get to where I can then wipe some excess out. Everything that I'm putting in there now will get absorbed into this caul. When I do it again tomorrow, that'll also get absorbed into this caul. The next time that I do it, half of it will get absorbed, and then the other half I'll have to actually get out of there. So I don't want that getting onto the insert as far as the rubber ring that's on there, because that is just something that will actually eat away that rubber ring over time. So I will make sure to get all that excess oil out. And then the insert, I'm going to do the exact same thing right now, because we're here doing it. I'm going to start my process. I'm going to do the exact same thing all the way down the throat of the insert, also the soundboard, which is the most important thing, and then everywhere else except the exterior, I am going to get some oil in there. And all you're really doing there, I don't care what kind of wood caul you have. If it's made out of Cocobolo, if it's made out of a different wood product, which there's many, they all need to get some sort of oiling to help maintain them. Okay, some of them you might be able to get away with not doing as much as, say, this Cocobola, but once you start this process, it's super important to maintain it through the duck season. If you do this the right way, and we're going to talk about reed and cork and all that stuff this upcoming segment, but if you do this the right way, and you get the oil into the caul itself, and then you start using it for the first couple of weeks into the season, you're going to start noticing that your caul is not going to sound the same. It's going to sound not raspier, not deader. It's just going to have a sound that you, as a caller, you're going to hear it in your ear. You might even feel it when you're blowing, but it is definitely going to change. That's where you have to continually oil these things throughout the season. Now, this caul, I actually take it apart after every single hunt. If it rains or not, if I use it or not, it gets taken apart so that it can air dry, and then I put a little bit of oil on the soundboard, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we come back and talk about the cork and the reed and how important those have to be perfect in order to get that caul to sound the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I hope you're following along. We'll be back with that in just a minute.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective. And by North American Metals Incorporated, first choice for all your metal roofing and siding needs.